Bastion. I am continuing my second playthrough. Oh, that's not muted. My second playthrough. There we go. So, where was it? Rescued Zulf. I have a shrine with 2 gods invoked. I can get more money here.
The marshals kept the city's peace. They can rest easy now.
Let's check my distillery. I don't need this. I'll do fetching fizz.
Fetching fizz is like a mouthful of nails, but the benefits are worth it.
Shutting and scrap musket. Except I want scrap sell. And I think I got this. Ooh. I remember this one. It's tough. I'll give it a shot. A few shots, maybe.
The city's unwanted things all met their end in the yard.
I probably need to
Folks who fouled up will do their time here, smashing things to bits.
upgrade the hammer before I can really win. This one took a lot of luck and chance, I think.
The quicker they worked, the sooner they could go. Folks learn to plant their feet and put their backs into it.
If I remember correctly, 27 seconds is first prize.
A good day's smashing can feed a family for a week.
Yeah, first prize is really hard to get. It's probably not even something I need.
Ever want to just smash things for a while? You know where to go.
Oh, I don't have any upgrades.
Kids' lifelong friends looking fit to keep on fighting.
See, one of these is another damage upgrade, I think. And that will help a lot for getting first prize. So I'm just gonna bypass it for now and go to Langston River.
The Langston River flowed free and wild till the calamity drank it all up. Maybe all that water just grew wings and flew off. Riverbank swarming with windbags. They're so bent on finding the core, they hardly notice the kid. Lucky for him, a certain famous ferry barge is still afloat. Weepin' Nellie. She sends some squirts crying home as she leaves port. Maybe Nellie knows the way to the core. Maybe she can slip right past all the clamor on the coast. Or maybe not. A security skiff pulls up portside. Nellie's just another windbag to those guns. Just then, the windbags notice who she's sailing with.
Oh, sure.
They're pretty steamed about false.
I'm doing horrible right now. Goodness gracious.
They try to cut her off. They try to slow her down. They try to knock her out. Well, Weepin' Nelly tries harder. Try as she might, though, she hits a snag. Kid's gotta help her get untangled. Favors for favors.
I feel like something should spawn right there, but it's not something.
At least she picked a good spot for a break, 'cause the core's right there. Then the kid hears an unusual sound, like 100 flapping wings. Peckers. They had their own eyes on the core. But why? Well, kid ain't got time to think it over just yet. He finds Weepin' Nelly raring to go. Turns out she's got a special surprise for when the waters get rough.
Oh, I have to hit the switch again. Haha.
She's gonna need a little help with all them pickers. Traffic things think they're king of the roost now. Rest of us only wish we could fly at times like these. Security skiffs keep on coming, starboard side. Don't seem to care what they shoot, as long as they hit something. He takes a hard hit, but he ain't finished.
That was embarrassing.
The windbag's getting an even better idea. They aim to smash Weepin' Nelly to splinters.
Oh!
Well, it all proves too much for poor Nelly. She's just gotta make one last stop. With her last breath, Nelly gets the kid to solid ground. Solid ground in Picker country. They want that core real bad. Might be they want it just as bad as a kid. Kid shoos them off, knowing they'll be back. Know how many times kid nearly fell off the barge back there? About 6 times. Now, listen close. You should remember this next part.
I might know what's coming up now.
Why go to Prosper Bluff? take an enterprising man or a plain old fool to venture out that far. The city was the most beautiful place in the world. We all knew that. But on the other hand, some folks just yearn to see the things they're told they can't. And that's why you go to Prosper Bluff, ain't it? Yeah, the kid hears something he ain't heard in a long while.
Oh, yeah.
How's it go again? Yeah, that's the one.
I'm a really big fan of this song.
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh god, I'm falling off so often. I'm not getting nearly enough fragments for this. Seriously? These pathways aren't built on like very good directionals. Like it's not the cardinal directions. So you can head up and down, left and right, and then you can head at angles of each of those. And these pathways just aren't quite there, so you have to kind of finagle the whole time. It's pretty annoying, to be honest. Wait a minute.
dig my hole, you build a wall. I dig my hole, you build a wall. One day that wall is gonna fall. Gonna build that city on a hill.
Well, no point explaining what happens next, right? Suffice it to say, kid ain't coming home empty-handed.
Someday those tears are gonna
And besides, it's like the song goes.
so build that wall and build it strong, 'cause we'll be there before.
They'll be here before too long. We darn near celebrated when the kid got back, didn't we? Zolf never thought he'd see a fellow or again. We become fast friends. Calamity has that effect on people. But there was more to be done. There was one last core to find. Kid ain't finished here yet. Kid's surprised when I tell him there's only one core left. I shouldn't have believed it either. The lost and found. Here, kid takes fragments of the old world and makes them whole again. All it takes is some fragments, and the Bastion makes it good as new. Hensa. Javel. To master the musket, you gotta get rid of the recoil. Points just don't get any sharper than that.
Actually, if I'm gonna do that, I should turn off the hits.
Kid takes another drag, goes out like a light. There's something you should know about the kid, but let me take it from the top. Catches up with the kid. Hardly had a moment's rest since all this started. Fair to say he's led a hard life. Supposing what he says in his sleep ain't no lie. Maybe now's not the time. He never knew his old man, but he had his mama to take care of. Frail thing with pure white hair like his. Having his mama's hair did the kid no favors while he was growing up, but he learned to hold his own out there. School ain't working out, so the kid signs up for a turn on the rippling walls. Make his mama some money. The past don't matter for nothing now. We track the final core beyond the city to the wilds.
Wilds. This is an interesting level, if I recall
The
correctly.
wild unknown. Place can eat a man alive. Place is so raw, even the Calamity couldn't cook it. Not all of it. Know what's better than having a slinger pistol in a fight? Having two. Savage things lurking at every turn. Pin cushions ain't the worst of it either. Pecker's got the core, like they've built a bastion of their own. The welcoming committee scrambles to attention. Didn't expect the kid so soon.
Goodness gracious.
So many folks, lost forever in the wild. In time, we charted the wild unknown.
That's one reason I don't like melee weapons.
Place is so raw, even the Calamity couldn't cook it. Not all of it.
I'm just gonna skip over dueling pistols.
Pecker's got the core, like they're building a bastion of their own. The welcoming committee scrambles to attention. Didn't expect the kid so soon. Good thing pin cushions can't see where they're shooting. They shouldn't have let their guard down. Know what's better than having a slinger pistol in a fight? The core's right there, itching to come home. Having two. Getting that core was one thing. Getting out's gonna be another. He digs his way out of the clearing, but the wilds won't let him go without a fight. Wallflowers survive the calamity. It toughened him up.
See, this is so much easier with a freaking
Best
shotgun.
take it real slow when pincushions are afoot. Slinger Johnson's old outpost is all that's left of him. Kid sticks to his old standbys. A handful of windbag shipments made it out this far. Kid's seen the last of them. Don't ever turn your back on a pincushion.
Or they probably should have healed. I don't need to wear this.
Kid's roused up half the wild by now. Then Kid gets the feeling he's being watched. Not by me, by a lunkhead. And lunkheads ain't fond of two-legged animals.
I did not know I could go on the grass like that.
Gotta keep a sure foot out there.
I don't quite have those guys figured out yet.
Sees a smooth black stone puffed up by the calamity. Be seeing plenty more.
Why was it that I can go hide in here, but not other places?
Wild green pineapples, about the only good thing out here. The Wild's already reclaimed this place. He's anxious to get back. After all, he's got the final core. His journey's over, right? Well, no, it ain't. Not by a long shot. Kid knows something's up when we ain't there to give a warm welcome. See, Zolf and I were just wrapping up a heated discussion. Zolf can barely muster the words. The calamity failed, he says, but I will not. And with that, Zolf leaves us here, alone. If you're feeling low, count on the buttery flavor of our own Bastion bourbon. Zolf banged up the monument pretty bad. But there's a way to put it back together.
Oh, hi, XLOL
Shards. We're gonna need all of them to nurse the Bastion back to health.
It is a fantastic game. But
The city
already
brought the
played through it once,
shards
so
to the
I'm not too
wilds.
concerned
Now the
about
kid's
the
gonna
story.
bring them back.
Actually, I'm going to give that proving ground a shot. First,
Takes a lot of moving pieces to make a dependable sidearm. He's made a right comfortable bed for all those bullets. We have to think fast to survive the wilds, and none thought faster than the slingers. They could shoot their pistols with the speed of a machine.
okay, so in this, you basically just want to center yourself on this little platform here. I like to do so before I actually pick up the pistols. And I'm repositioning my keyboard and mouse for better muscle synergy. And you pick it up, and you hold shift, and then you just
when to start shooting and when to stop.
oh, crap. Just hold on a moment. And so I just lost this, so I'm just going to run off the edge and restart.
The slingers could plug you full of holes faster than you could say draw.
So, if you're using keyboard and mouse, make sure that your mouse is on the left side of the screen, or at least if you have two monitors. Or just, I don't know. See, what happened last time is my mouse went off the game, and then I tried shooting, and it just clicked and closed Bastion. Well, mini Bastion.
like to edge each other out using customized pistols. Eventually, it all comes down to reflexes.
So basically, when you wait until you hear that sound and then start spamming the trigger. You can also see a visual cue. You can see the targets falling from the sky. And you don't need to worry about stopping fire because it stops for you. Plus, you'll probably run out of ammo.
No matter how fast you are, you can always get faster.
I was actually very close that time. You need 700 for, first prize. Someone restart.
Just because you're fast don't mean you gotta be reckless.
Just because that's really close that time. Oh, I made the same mistake as I did the first time. So basically, if you want to be doing good, you want about 70 points per target. That's basically how it... Come on. Sorry. I won't mess it up this time, I promise. So if you shoot before the target comes down, you lose 10 points. Which will fuck you over. Unless you're like incredibly good at everything else.
I gotta say, kid's the fastest shot I ever seen.
Alright. There you go. Slinger Storm.
He blew through slinger range like it was nothing.
And I don't so much care about the story. Spend too much time talking to random people. Well, not random, but, people. I lost the game.
Zolf's little episode, kid sets off in search of shards. First stop, Jawson Bog. You'll get lost in that bog, I told the kid, and I won't be able to guide you back. Well, I let him go. What else could I do? What could any of us do?
This is the level that gets really interesting.
Zolf put us in a real bind. Hurt the Bastion bad.
There's not much to do, so you can just kind of...
But the shards can make it better. They're like smaller doses of the core's medicine.
Just kind of run around first bit. That way there's nothing to collect.
Shame the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wilds. This place is intoxicating.
Acid trip.
Don't know where he's gone. Might be gone for good for all I know. Wherever he is, somewhere I've never been. Somewhere I never want to go.
So these guys,
There's no way
whoops,
out.
they move towards you when you're not looking at them. And when you are looking at them, they close their eyes and take significantly less damage. So what you do is kind of face the other direction for a bit.
Kid can't fall.
Try not to
No
fall
matter how
off.
hard he tries.
And then you turn at the last second and shoot. Which I haven't been doing a very good job of, but it helps when Pith isn't invoked because you have more time to actually like run away from them and then turn and shoot.
The dead welcome him with open arms. Kid pops on. There is no way out.
Right. I'm gonna try it again.
Don't know where he's gone. Might be gone for good for all I know. Wherever he is, somewhere I've never been. Somewhere I never want to go.
I was trying to roll and look at him. Look at them. So what I was considering is getting a different spirit. I could be using Bastion. I'm not sure what it's called. I think it gives me another chance to carry on. Wait a minute. There's two of them actually.
The dead welcome him with open arms. Kid pops him good. There's no way out. That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella.
So I think there's a Hardy Stout which gives you +1 chance to carry on. And then there's some sort of Bastion brew or something that makes your health potions, or health tonics, whatever they're called, heal all your HP. And so I could have substituted the Fetching Fizz for one of those. Probably not both, apparently. I need another level. Basic is what I need.
What do you say to a kid who's seen too much? I'm Zolf of Ura. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Now the kid sees something stranger still. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough.
Oh, I remember this.
Peckers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, pineapples, swamp weeds, ankle gators.
Sooner or later, these guys are going to turn on me. And that bird is no fun either. There we go. Oh, it's one of those leaping things. That's right. So those guys, it's actually often easiest to just simply knock them off. Oh, this bird is probably going to kill me. Oh, wait! I already have one of those spears that I was talking about. I have the one that lets you heal up to full. And it also gives you 2 more, plus 2 max health tonics. So all I really needed was the Hardy Stout, or whatever it's called, that gives you plus 1 chance to carry on. And it might also damage your enemies when you're defeated. I don't really recall. Either way, it's fantastic.
Bastion can send them even farther into the wild unknown. Kid sets foot inside one of Caelondia's famous watering holes.
Oh, this level's kind of a bitch. Oh, I can't shoot it. No, I can't.
He has the nerve to flash the shield he stole. The security's just off the street.
Oh boy. This is actually a lot easier than the first time I tried this, when I was using the Breaker's Bow. That machete made things easier. Let me show you my, oh, that's not the secret ability I thought it was. I guess I could have used that on the, squirt spawner.
Kid succeeds where the calamity failed. Would you look at what he did to poor old Ronde the bartender? Proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. It's so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world's alright, snoozing there on a rock in the sky. He wakes up. I'm just fooling. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. He sees what's left of Piff, the bull. The gods, they're all undone. He sees what's left of his lifelong friend.
Whoops.
His friend.
That's good. I was probably a little bit excessive laughing, but I didn't know I could run off the edge and he would follow me.
He sees.
It's like the easiest battle ever.
Undone.
This is a weird one too. I can't roll or use any weapons. And the dude can't really but whatever.
Thought we'd lost him, but he finally comes to. The shard ain't lost either. Not anymore. Now to find a ticket out of this hole.
So this thing, it jumps up, and when that like green ring comes out, it'll trap you like this
Stick their nasty thorns into his heels.
if you're in range. So it's good to back up.
Ever heard of a lung blossom?
Yes.
It's bigger than the stories
Kind of.
say.
Shit.
Hard to get a sure footing in the bog.
I'm kind of fucked now.
Breath on that thing, like a scumbag's breath leak.
Patience is a fair part of this battle. And there's one later on that's also fairly similar. Although my scrap musk is doing more damage than I anticipated. I guess I could save that for later. Ah!
Kid ain't about to be playing food just yet.
My aiming was all off right there. Alright, let's see what my machete can do with this thing. Oh boy! That was painful. Alright, where whiskey engaged. Let's kill it. Oh dear.
They say one whiff of lung blossom can make you lose your mind. Well, the kid prunes it down to size somehow. Mother only knows what happened in the bog. Kid never much cared to speak of it.
There's a battle later on where you have to fight two of those lung blossom, whatever they're called, lung blossoms. I think it's optional.
A poor man's core, but beggars can't be choosers. That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business. A single shard can breathe new life into this place.
Kind of thinking. Alright, so what these shards do is upgrade these
The
buildings. Well, I guess
shards
I can
got
tell
enough
you.
juice to spruce up any of these places.
I think I want to do the true shrine because
Seems
then
the
I
gods
can
recommended this place to all their friends.
basically get more experience. Alright, Garmuth. More and more, that one just kind of pisses me off, so I don't want to do it. This one isn't too bad, it just means battles take longer.
Last thing the
usually.
gods are gonna do is make our lives easier.
I could have also upgraded the Forge, which allows 3 more upgrades per weapon, which is pretty awesome.
His bow's looking lean and mean like a prize fighter.
So now this is the part of the game where you start getting the
City
really cool
tried to use the
weapons.
shards to stake out the wilds. So much for that plan.
Inculgator Queen. Alright, this weapon I've actually never really used. You'll see what it is in a moment.
Ankle gators used to roam the wilds, and they nested at Rothus Lagoon. Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here. All kinds of beasts what don't know up from down, still lurking about. Only the city's brushers knew their way around the lagoon.
I feel like as time goes on, the enemies' attacks get harder and harder
These
to predict.
beasts, they don't like company.
Like these ones, I was just about to say something about them, and then it showed up. Like I haven't seen anything that indicates when it's going to leave. So I guess it's just mostly reaction time. Those giant birds, it's pretty much the same thing. And they move so fast that it's pretty difficult, and
Even the brushers
they do enough damage that they often kill me. So, it's a little difficult. These things are pretty easy though. Wallflowers, I think they're called.
They used to think that ankle gators were extinct. Well, they ain't. One of them's been living in the tall grass. They called her Queen Anne. The lagoon's got plenty of other dangers, of course. Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things.
All of these things are kind of a pain. And this is where I wish I had my breaker's bow.
Know what smells worse than an ankle gator's breath? The stinkweed.
See, this thing just releases a bunch of toxic fumes. And it's a pain because you sort of have to just wait.
Ain't time for pecker hunting, but the kid can't resist. Can't fight Queen Anne without the proper tools. They say you can't hurt an ankle gator unless it's raining. And it ain't raining. The brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same. Can't get hasty in a place like this.
Ow. Uh-oh. Lag. Lag spike.
That's
Oh,
country
balls.
for you. Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous, so she backs off a bit.
So, this pike is just a really slow weapon, in my experience. I mean, you can throw it, but then you can't do anything for like a second or two. And like, sure, it's not upgraded at all, but I've just never found
Most of those packers are smart enough to stay out of Queen Anne's way.
massive reason to use it. I've always felt like they're easier weapons to use. I'll give it a better shot this time around.
Those pincushions been living off the ankle gator scraps. Queen Anne can't fit down some of these narrow paths.
So one reason I'm thinking I should use the pike more is because it does do pretty good damage. Consistently hitting for 30, sometimes 60 damage, which is more than the scrap musket does. It's more than the machete does. Even when the machete crits, it's only comparable to the pike. So, yeah.
Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap.
What?
One bad step in that tall grass and he's Queen Anne's lunch.
No!
Want
Damn
to
it!
get eaten by an ankle gator, you know where to go.
Oh, that was level. Okay.
Rothus Lagoon. That ain't the sort of place you'd want to go by choice.
So one thing I haven't quite figured out is how
Many a tale
to
folks use to scare their children straight.
shield
originated here.
yourself in a particular position, in a direction. Like, sure, I can throw my shield up, but I can't choose what I'm shielding against. As far as I know.
All kinds of beasts what don't know up from down, still lurking about.
That's actually pretty bad on the cover.
These beasts, they don't like company.
Oh dear. So sometimes I don't really know how to do it, but if you time the scrap musket just right, then this guy actually won't go anywhere when he
See a
jumps.
place like this. Only the city's brushers knew their way around the lagoon. That's ankle gator country for you. Even the brushers learned to fear this place. They used to think that ankle gators were extinct. Well, they ain't. One of them's been living in the tall grass. They called her Queen Anne. The lagoon's got plenty of other dangers, of course. Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things.
Cool if I can make more of these apple things fall from the tree. You heal me up. But I don't think I can.
Know what smells worse than an ankle gator's breath? The stinkweed. Ain't time for pecker hunting, but the kid can't resist.
I love how quickly
Can't
things
fight
die when
Queen
using
Anne without the proper
uh,
tools. The brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same. Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous, so she backs off a bit. Most of those peckers are smart enough to stay out of Queen Anne's way.
I'm also not exactly a fan of this music.
Those pin cushions been living off the ankle gator's scraps. Queen Anne can't fit down some of these narrow paths. Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. One bad step in that tall grass and he's Queen Anne's lunch. He holds his ground. Seems the Queen's running out of options. Still no sign of the shard.
I think I'm trying to think about the fights coming up. When I actually have to fight Queen Anne. Sneaky decoy isn't something I've really ever used. Scrap salve will probably won't really help me much. I guess I could keep it anyway. Give it a shot. Why not? Wait. I feel like I hit that while it was still shielded. I did not good damage it without one of the weapons that can be featured. Oh, dude! Wait, never mind.
The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Kid's gotta make a run for it.
There it
Those
is.
leaping lunkheads don't like Queen Anne any better than the kid.
Come on. Come to the edge. Thank you. No, that didn't work. There we go.
That old gator's right on his tail. Queenie must have scared a bunch of peckers out of hiding.
Uh-oh. I guess I shouldn't take any chances. I'm pretty sure I'm on my last life.
Ankle gators don't much care for their young. That's why there ain't many around. Wanna know how to find an ankle gator lair? You use a kid as bait.
So, ankle gator.
Now she's coming for him.
Hold on,
She's
I think
got
something's
nowhere else to
watching.
go.
You run over it, it jumps up,
Shards
and you
sit
hit
in
it.
Plain view. They say if you run across an ankle gator, you better keep running.
And actually, while it's still... shit. I forgot about all this shenanigans. Kind of. Now, I recommend doing this early in this fight, just because...
He's got it, and now to finish her off.
the more damage you do to the ankle gator, the faster she moves. So you don't want to be dealing with like a bunch of enemies. Well, Anchor Gator's a real threat.
She's starting to get annoyed.
And later in the fight, you actually have to be careful about how you walk over her. You can't just kind of do it however you want. You have to roll late. Whoops. Don't die. Damn it!
Eaten by an ankle gator.
Come on!
Nowhere to go.
Okay. I was hitting F, but it wasn't enough. Party punch. I guess I can go with that for now. I guess I will take the Breaker's Bow instead of the machete. And I'll take Breaker's
A
Bow.
bow ain't much good in a crowd, but a musket sure is.
Thinking about what I should do with the gods.
Think the gods are gonna help?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Rothus Lagoon. That ain't the sort of place you'd want to go by choice.
Alright, so if I fail this one more
Many a tale
time...
folks used to scare their children straight originated here.
If I fail one more time, then I'm just going to go to... Sorry, I'm blinking.
All kinds of beasts what don't know up from down.
I'm going to go farm XP and fragments, but mostly the XP. And that who knows where place with the pipe.
Can't get hasty in a place like this. These beasts, they don't like company.
Just get off! There we go.
Only the city's brushers knew their way.
I forgot to use Sneaky Decoy.
That's ankle gator country for you.
I should have healed. Or shielded.
Even the brushers learned to fear this place.
So that's what I like about the Breaker's Bow, it just kills things quickly.
They used to think that ankle gators were extinct. Well, they ain't. One of them's been living in the tall grass. They called her Queen Anne. The lagoon's got plenty of other dangers, of course. Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things.
Oh, I thought there's one of those. There is one of those things here. Okay.
Know what smells worse than an ankle gator's breath? A stinkweed.
Okay. Whoops.
Ain't time for pecker hunting, but the kid can't resist. Can't fight Queen Anne without the proper tools. The brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same. They say you can't hurt an ankle gator unless it's raining, and it ain't raining. Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous, so she backs off a bit. Most of those peckers are smart enough to stay out of Queen Anne's way. Those pincushions been living off the ankle gator's scraps. Queen Anne can't fit down some of these narrow paths. Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. One bad step in that tall grass and he's Queen Anne's lunch. He holds his ground. Seems the Queen's running out of options. Still no sign of the shard.
I don't know if I should change my weapon combo at all. If I did, I would get rid of the scrap musket, I think. I guess I could use the hammer, maybe? No, I'll just keep this one shooting. And Sneaky Deep Pro, I'll try to remember using it.
The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Kid's gotta make a run for it. Those leaping lunkheads don't like Queen Anne any better than the kid.
Oh, that was just sloppy.
That old gator's right on his tail. Seems even stinkweeds know to stay away from the Queen.
I feel like I'm getting sloppy and I don't know, but I think that after this level, regardless of everything else, I'll just give it a break and do something else for a while.
Ankle gators don't much care for their young. That's why there ain't many around. Wanna know how to find an ankle gator lair? You use a kid as bait. The shard's sitting in plain view. Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go.
I'm actually not sure what's going on in this battle.
They say if you run across an ankle gator, you better keep running.
Like, how does the bird get all the way over there? And why do I keep shooting the wrong direction?
She's starting to get annoyed.
Here's the other stuff. Oh crap, I'm missing Q. Sneak attacks. I forgot to do sneak attacks. Don't die, don't die. Heal! There we go. Oh, why did I fall off? I was running back. Oh god, I'm just doing a horrible job. Okay.
And now he's made her mad.
So you see how she's moving faster now? Ah shit, I don't have any more black tonics. We got a couple sneak attacks off on her. See, I only have time to hit her once now.
Rest in peace, Queen Anne. That was for the brushers.
And so when you're fighting her, and she gets to that later stage of combat, you gotta make sure that you run over her and roll late. Because if you roll over her, then she's just gonna pop up fast enough that she still catches you. If that makes sense.
Done what needed to be done. Queen Anne's reign is over. We even got a crown jewel. Still no mail. Go figure.
I don't know why this mailbox is here. I've never seen anything happen with it.
All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what? It was worth it.
I think this is where we're at. Well, let me check. I don't exactly have a lot of upgraded materials. Well, I could do something for the breaker's bow, but that's about it. So I think I'm gonna do this instead.
Just the occasion to crack open the distillery's private reserve.
Because now I can get something called... Actually, never mind, it's not there. I know where to get it. But whatever, I'm done playing for now. Thanks for tuning in.